Jeremy Mayfield's tenure over at Penske Racing is only remembered for this one moment. On the final lap of the 2000 Pocono 500, Jeremy Mayfield played the role of intimidator by intimidating Dale Earnhardt, pulling off the bump and run to score his third career Cup Series victory. This is one of the most iconic moments in NASCAR history, and the most iconic in Mayfield's storied career. What many forget is how bad this season was. This is one of the weirdest bad seasons in NASCAR history. And the only reason I know this is not from watching this particular season, but from NASCAR Thunder 2004.
Jeremy Mayfield experienced an up-and-down year in 2000. He had 12 top 10s and 4 poles, but also had 11 DNFs.
He was either running up front with the leaders or taking an early exit. Those wins are great, but each DNF is exactly the opposite and can take a driver out of a points race real quick.
Before Mayfield teamed up with Roger Penske, he had driven for Cale Yarborough's team in the mid-90s. Towards the end of 1996, he would move over to Michael Krenovis's team and drive his 37 Ford, where he would have his best season. In 1997, he would score 0 wins, 3 top 5s, 8 top 10s, and an average finish of 17.9, and finished a career best 13th in the standings. Michael Krenovis and Roger Penske decided to merge together and rebrand the team. Thus, the number 12 Mobil 1 Ford was born. In their first season together in 1998, Mayfield would score 1 win, 12 top 5s, 16 top 10s, a pole, and an average finish of 14.2, and scored his first career top 10 points finish, finishing 7th. With Rusty Wallace entering his twilight years very soon, Mayfield was seen as the future of Penske Racing. Little did anyone know that it would all go downhill from here. They would follow up that tremendous season with a mediocre run in 1999, scoring 0 wins, 5 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and finishing 11th in the standings. The 2000 season was looked at as a comeback year, but it was anything from it. Although he scored 2 wins and 4 poles, it's like the game said. He was either running up front with the leaders or taking an early exit.
This is not a good sign for Jeremy Mayfield. Crew underneath the car working on the transmission. Jeremy sitting in the car. Jeremy, what happened?
Just something happened in 4th gear. I don't know. It's the way things are going for us, but we got to keep working hard. I had a great race car. It showed that, and started 33rd and worked our way up the front. And everybody did a good job. We're just having that little stuff bite us again, and we're going to fix it. I guarantee you that.
Oh, we got another crash off the corner there. Jerry Nadeau, Kenny Irwin. And this is Darlington.
There's the heavy damage, the sheet metal damage on the back of Jeremy Mayfield's car, who was one of the pre-race favorites today.
The tale of Talladega. These are moments frozen in time, a mystery etched in history, a race where Jeff Gordon's win did not finish the story.
A NASCAR spokesperson confirmed that a fuel sample taken from the number 12 car after the Talladega race was not up to specifications. Officials have confirmed the sample did not meet specs in a field test. It was taken to a lab for further examination.
Let's face it, it looks as though something happened with the fuel at Talladega.
NASCAR urged patience while they pondered the charges against Jeremy Mayfield that its team had spiked its gas 2 weeks ago at Talladega.
California, snapshots of success in the sunshine now darkened by doubt. Clouds of controversy swirling around one team and 2 races.
NASCAR officials announced that it was penalizing the Penske Krenovis team for the use of altered fuel or fuel other than the official fuel at the Die Hard 500.
And the harshest NASCAR penalty ever, Mayfield was docked 151 points. He dropped from 7th to 15th in the season standings. Crew chief Peter Suspenzo suspended, and team owner Michael Krenovis was fined $50,000.
Of course, the question of Mayfield's roof height after winning this past weekend in California is still up in the air. NASCAR impounded the car and sent it back to North Carolina to be checked again, but no word yet on when they'll issue a statement on that situation.
Win was Thursday. NASCAR fined the 12 team $25,000 because they did not meet the proper height requirement in post-race inspection following the race at California. 2 races, $75,000 in fines, docked 151 owner points, 151 driver points, and their crew chief suspended for 3 races plus the Winston. Still, there's a feeling in the garage area they might have got off easy. They're here, they have their driver, and now they have to do more than race. They have to polish and repair their reputation, knowing that their next win or their next good finish will certainly be scrutinized by their foes and the fans. For the present, their immediate future is tainted by their recent past.
Well, a big pack of cars back here battle for position.
Ooh, sprint
hard to say that Jimmy Spencer looked like he wanted to make it 3 wide there going into that corner, and that really got things jumbled up.
Well, the 12 team, of course, suffering some penalties handed out this past week that we told you about coming on the air, and now their problems continue as Jeremy is hard into the wall in the third turn, and that is going to bring his Mobile One Ford to pit road.
As clearly you can see, Jeremy Mayfield has problems, slowed on the racetrack, and he comes into the attention of the Mobile One crew. That's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, and a plume of smoke out of the back of the car down the back straightaway, so he definitely has problems.
He will let the crew look it over. They're popping those hood pins, and lots of work as Jeremy goes down a number of laps.
Hank's going to try up high and see if he can hang with Bill and maybe close, or maybe he's just cooling those tires because of smoke. He's got smoke coming out.
There he has, and he pulls it down to the inside. Trouble for Jeremy Mayfield.
He won't get to pit lane carrying too much speed. He rolls down the front straightaway, and it looks like he may have shut it off. Caution is out with 24 laps to go. And what looked like a chance to go to victory lane will become a chance to load it up on the truck for Jeremy Mayfield.
Trouble, big trouble, front straightaway car. Michael Waltrip hard in the wall.
Terry Labonte also up against the wall there.
Oh, and Waltrip gets slammed by Jeremy Mayfield. Caution is out.
Really damaged too much. Jeremy Mayfield's going to try to get his car back to the garage area and see if they can make some repairs on it.
Yeah, and I think that one's had it for the night.
Row 2, the current points leader in the Winston Cup Series, Bobby Labonte from Corpus Christi, Texas. And on the outside of Row 2, veteran Kyle Petty, who'll be substituting for Jeremy Mayfield. Yesterday in practice, Jeremy's car slid in oil to the third turn concrete. He suffered a concussion, was not medically cleared to drive. Petty will go to the tail of the field before the green flag drops.
And oh no! Bobby Hamilton, I guess, was trying to race Rusty Wallace back to the line to get a lap back, and somehow has made contact with the 12 car of Jeremy Mayfield.
Trying to get back, one of his laps. Here comes Hamilton. There's the 12 car of Mayfield, and boom.
All right, as you talked about, Ned, Jeremy Mayfield is going to do something in a couple of laps he hasn't done all day. Try to pass someone.
115 laps complete. Jeremy Mayfield leads the Pepsi Southern 500. We'll be right back. For Jeremy, who had the car, at least in the first 119 laps.
No question but what he had the best race car out of here. He had totally dominated it up to this point.
And he had tried to lap Dave Marcus for 2 or 3 laps.
Jeremy is just heartbroken. In fact, the car is so heavily damaged. As you watch it now, the crew is actually watching our television monitor here in the pits to see if they can see how badly the car is damaged. They said, Jeremy, just head to the garage area. We're going to go down there and try to fix it. Obviously, the right front suspension ripped away. He hit the wall a ton. And I was just getting ready to tell you that this is the most perfect car he said he has ever had in a race anytime since his career began. And it was happening right here where he's always wanted to win, at Darlington Raceway. And guess what, guys? It's not going to happen today.
He's trying to get by. And as I said, Marcus is getting a lot of room. But when you come off the corner, Jeremy needs to come off and let this car drift up the racetrack right there. He needs to come off and go up the racetrack. He does. But Dave Marcus makes contact with that right rear and just forces the right front in the outside retaining wall.
And Jeremy Mayfield's got damage, Ned.
Well, it's got a flat tire, I think, Bob. The right front tire, you see, is completely flat on that car. So they'll have a tough time getting the jack under. So lift it up, guys. Okay, he's got it now.
Now the question, can he change the right size and get back out before the pace car comes by? It looks like he's going to be able to.
Yeah, in fact, they're going to even go to the left side, change those as well.
So 4 new tires for Jeremy Mayfield. The field is in turn number 4, and everybody else is coming in as Mayfield goes out.
Peter, did Jeremy run over something, or was that contact with Michael that may have done that?
That's what I think it was, the contact with Michael Walter. Yeah.
You're just making sure to look at the tire how it was wearing.
It just looks like he cut it down.
Okay, that's the better news there. A lot of crew chiefs coming here taking a look. They've been applauding Goodyear, and they think that's what happened. It was contact.
Well, here's why we're under caution and why Jeremy has another problem here tonight.
The right front tire, once again, the second time tonight we've seen Jeremy Mayfield's right front tire go flat. Now, there was not a lot of damage or contact with the outside retaining wall. He might have scrubbed the wall, but not a lot of damage. The problem is, they're trying to knock the fender back out. I guess they're afraid that the fenders cut the tire.
And probably when the tire went flat and it started tearing apart, that's what tore up the front end as opposed to the wall.
The Page, along with Chad Little and Jeremy Mayfield. Lap number 216 in turn number 1. The first multi-car incident of the day.
All together, everybody tight. Stacy Compton gets sideways, and that starts it.
Michael Waltrip, good driving to get through all of that.
And Mayfield collected both the wall and got nailed by another car as well. He's been on all 4 corners.
Looks like Jeremy Mayfield is blown.
Doubling 3 and 4. One just blew up on the high side. Stay on the bottom.
Big explosion, Doc.
Well, Jeremy keyed the mic and said one word, blue, and didn't let go of the microphone. That summed it up.
His 2000 stats are this: 2 wins, 6 top 5s, 12 top 10s, and an average finish of 22nd, and finished 24th in the standings along with 11 DNFs. Mayfield's time over at Roger Penske didn't get any better. 28 races into the following season, he was let go and would sign with Ray Evernham in 2002. After finding initial success with Ray Evernham, he was also let go once again due to other circumstances. I think you know what they are. And once again, that'll do it for another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Black Flags Matter. Catch you next time.